Morning, comic book fans. Welcome back to not Comics in 5 Minutes, but me, does Comics in 5 Minutes. So it's been a couple of days, hasn't it? Well, before we get into the big comic book day stuff, just a bit of news for you. Well, it's literally national lockdown again for UK stores, and since most of you are watching this to see what stock you've got coming in, I imagine you're interested in that more than anything else. It's technically while we're open today, the guidelines are stay at home if you can, which is totally fine. I mean, I would always going to have to kind of come in on Wednesdays because at the moment, as far as I'm aware, we're still going to be getting deliveries. I have not had a single email from Diamond UK yet about what's happening with regard to those deliveries, including the fact that I am missing several £100 worth of stock from today's delivery, and I'm really hoping they're going to be able to get to me today because I'm not going to be open all day tomorrow because I'm a non-essential business. Add to that the fact that I deliberately was going to be getting a haircut this week or next week, and I can't do that now for a month and a half, maybe 2 months. So you'll get to watch how terrible my hair goes again. So you've got that to look forward to. Because of lockdown, we're not going to be letting people in. Obviously, we did at the tail end of last lockdown, we were okay, a little bit of curbside collection, but honestly, I'd rather not do that if I can at all help it. Anything like that just basically increases risk of basically meeting people and getting infected. And I've been trying my best in this store to limit the risk of that as much as I possibly can every single step of the way. Getting shouted at occasionally for not letting 2 people in at the same time, or people give me grief because they're not supposed to wear masks. I really am trying my best. I'm trying my best to stay cheerful. You can probably imagine today's not been a great day for me. But that being said, we've got through these last 2 lockdowns because we got a whole bunch of really awesome customers who have continually stayed in contact with me, got orders set up, got stuff posted out for them, paid stuff to do either PayPal or direct bank transfer, have told all their friends about us, and have basically just made sure that there's enough goodwill going on for local businesses to keep me afloat. And don't get me wrong, when I say afloat, I mean like afloat. We're not like rolling in cash or anything. So really going to need anyone who's able to keep getting their orders to really step up. And as I mentioned on a post earlier on Facebook, we had quite a few people who were waiting until the end of the holidays or until the end of the last lockdown, and basically have built quite a little stack of stuff. Today's your one day to come and collect it. Please do so. We've literally hundreds of pounds worth of stock that we really need to sell that we've already paid for as a company, and that money needs to come back to us as soon as it possibly can. Otherwise, we are going to really start struggling. We're a small business. In case you haven't noticed, I'm the only person who does these videos. I do the reviews, I do the book unboxings, I do everything. We need as much help as we can get, quite frankly. And as I say, it's not been made any easy today by over £200 worth of Transformers toys not turning up. Now, don't worry. I know the guy who's got most of these on order. He'd be like, "Oh, that's a bit of a shame." Don't worry. You've still got £200 worth of stuff back here to collect. It's all good, mate. We're fine. What we have got, though, because literally 2 of the Transformers things did turn up. Don't know why they're in a separate box, but we've got these 2. Little Optimus, which is very, very cool, and Rat's Trap, I think, is the name of that one. Not one I'm familiar with, but I like the dinky little versions of them. And they're not that crazy prices either. I think they're like $12.99, so they're quite cool. But we actually did order spares of these for the shelf. But because these are literally the only ones we've got, they're going on the pile up here. We're jumping to come and collect them at some point. Other big cool thing we have in, and I do like this one, the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse poster book. And there is some very cool posters there. It's not a cheap thing. I think it's like $22.99 or something like that for a whole bunch of posters. But these kind of things are very cool, and they do tend to sell quite well, so I'm looking forward to me coming in and grabbing this one. I like the idea of somebody having all of those up, decorating their house. Okay, graphic novels now. Some of these are back orders, because back orders have finally started turning up. Fortunately, we still don't have any bags and boards, so those back orders are still going to arrive. But we'll do what we can. Nobody's getting anything bagged and boarded at the moment, so I do apologise for that. But yes, we have the brand new X Factor. So I get back in frame. This is part of the not Dawn of X anymore, is it? X Factor Volume 1. Is it actually Collector Volume 1? Oh, yeah, 1, 3, and number 5. So I'm guessing there's something else weird going on there. Spider-Man Noir, which is a brand new one in, collecting the latest of those. Oh, the back was very, very cool. Firefly, the Unification War, Part 1. which again have been really quite cool. Some of these, I think the rest of these are now back order, so I can rock through those fairly quickly. Hellblazer Volume 7, Tainted Love. Something is Killing the Children, Volume 2. Black Money Murders Volume 1, got 2 copies of that because we keep getting asked for it, and it's amazing. Restocking on some Batman. This is the King Batman 1, 3, and 4, all arrived at the same time. And because of the whole King of Black thing, so people are asking, first of all, volumes of, sorry, the actual cover there, Donny Cates' Venom. Hellblazer 5, Dangerous Habits, the best-selling one we have. And Hellboy, Volume 1, finally back in stock. Whenever that sells out, it always seems like it's ages until it finally arrives. So yeah, only really 3 new releases. Sorry, I'm listening in case I'm trying to deliver my last box that's gone missing. Can't hear anything. Hoping somebody will knock. Right, comic books. Some of these are back orders again. Like straight off the bat, we've got the couple people who didn't get the specific cover Bs of the Alien there for issue 1. Give me a second, to adjust these slightly to make it easier to take them out. Latest Avengers, which is like one of those Phoenix. The Enter the Phoenix Part 1. Which is usually an X-Men thing, but I think X-Men's probably all kind of like tapped out on their things at the moment. Final issue of Bad Mother, which has been absolutely brilliant. One of the best rated AWA comics I've had out so far, and AWA have been doing some pretty good comics, so yeah. Batman Annual. Usually when it comes to annuals, there's always a little bit of a should everyone who's down for the regular get it? Yes, you should in this case. It's Tinian, carrying on his particular work, and it's Clown Hunter. Giving him the full origin story, and since he is integral to what's going on at the moment in the Batman stories, I'd say if you're getting Batman, you really want to be getting that as well. Next up, Boys, Dear Becky, which I've been quite enjoying, more than I thought I would, if I'm completely honest. Not that I dislike the Boys TV series, way better than the books, but it feels like they finally moved beyond like the 3 jokes that they had in the original one. Another back order of Frost Giant's Daughter, issue 1. Lots of people jumping onto that one after not being too fussed about the first couple of volumes of it. Colonel Weird Cosmogog, issue 3, and a back order of King Size Conan. This one has been a long time coming, I think. D&D at the Spine of the World, issue 2, so if you've been waiting for that one, tis here. Tales from the Dark Multiverse, you've been teared up all over, also Dark Knight's Metal. It's not actually Dark Knight's Metal, it's just a story about what happens in an alternate universe with Dark Knight's Metal. Speaking of Dark Knight's Metal, final issue, and various variants, 3 different variants there as well. I think at this point, because it's the last issue and all the variants are all spoken for, but if you're wanting a little bit, we should have a couple of spares of Dark Knight's Death Metal Blast 52, War of the Multiverse. I'm going to check this one out myself because I seem to remember you saying there's a Hellblazer comic book in here. And I don't get me wrong, it's not going to be as good as Simon Spurrier's, but chance of reading something. Hellblazer, I'm not going to complain. Department of Truth number 4, cover B. We were missing that one, so that's finally arrived. Your regular Engine Ward there, which have been having really cool covers. All the designs have been excellent for those. Fabulous Killjoys, or should I say the True Lives of Fabulous Killjoys National Anthem, which has been absolutely fantastic. Can't wait to get that one home later. Next, we've got some Future State stuff. Future States, it's not unusual for DC to do something like that. Basically take a month, maybe 2, and just completely trash doing their continuity to do an event involving every single title they have on the books at the moment. When I first opened the store many, many moons ago, I think it was Convergence, I think they were doing. And I was basically like, well, there's 12 people down for Batman. I went on to this house, all the 12 copies of the Convergence Batman. 2 people wanted it, I ended up with absolutely loads left over. And then it just ended up stuff like in pound boxes trying to get rid of them. So this time I've literally only ordered it when people have said so, with one exception. I have a spare copy of Batman. Don't get me wrong, I've got my copy, the variant at the back there. But everything else is spoken for. If you see these and you want them, cool, get in touch. I'll try and order some extras for you. But I've been telling people for a long time that this is just ordered for people asked them, including Harley Quinn, including Superman of Metropolis, Swamp Thing, very cool cover. One of those is mine, actually quite like the last Swamp Thing. And Wonder Woman. The one we've got that isn't just all spoken for is the big Generations Shattered thing. Now, I'm not entirely sure if this page from the pages of Dark Knight's Death Metal. So yes, it's another follow-on from that. But to be honest, the Generations thing, I remember when Marvel did it, similar kind of thing. They just did a whole bunch of their characters who had like self-contained little stories. We once again ended up absolutely loads that nobody wanted. So I get not going crazy, got 4 copies, that's it. Give me a shout if you need one. I think only 1 or 2 of those are spoken for. New Ghost Rider, Ghost Rider Return of Vengeance. I guess that's Vengeance. I don't know. I don't read Ghost Rider. I Walk with Monsters #2. Frustratingly, we've got short shipped to this one, so I've still not got my copy of #1, but at least get #2 ready to go. Wonder Comics Ginny Hex Special. This does look cool, and I like that cover. Derrington, I believe. Yes, Nick Derrington, who's an absolutely brilliant artist. Shame he's not doing the internal artwork, but taking a look at it, I think I could be convinced to get involved in this one. It looks very, very cool indeed. If I'm going to do a review, and let's face it, reviews are going to be pretty few and far between right now. I'm only going to be in a couple of days a week, and most of them are going to come in for invoicing. Sorry, everybody knows. And then I'm going home here. You might get an occasional review from home, simply because, I know a lot of you like to see my dog. Justice League Endless Winter, because we're still counting all these. Second big part of that one. A couple of the King in Black spin-offs here. Namor, Iron Man, Doctor Doom. I think those are only there for people who specifically have said they want all the King in Black stuff, because it's just kind of odd little self-contained things rather than tying into anything other than the event. Okay, Monstrous. Talk Stories, second issue of that one. My Little Pony, I think this is 92 and 93, both arrived at the same time. But that's just for the dude who gets those for his daughter. Nailbiter Returns. Neil Gaiman's Norse Mythology. I think this is one you have to pick up and trade. I'm falling behind out on straight away. Plus, I've got the original novel, so. This one's not on. Once in Future #9. I honestly don't remember missing any of these, but I've got 2 spare of them now. I'll have to check see if anyone is missing them. Next up, the picture of everything else, as in not the picture of Dorian Gray. This was supposed to have last week? No, 2 weeks ago, but we were short shipped, so it's finally got caught up with that one. So apologies if you're missing. Honestly, don't remember ordering Resident Alien. Just a random copy that's turned up. Resistance Reborns. I hate that. Reborns. That's just such a weird title, and it's really putting me off. J. Michael Straczynski, sort yourself out. But it's a one-shot for the people who are getting Resistance earlier on. Sandman Universe, The Dreaming Waking Hours, just to make an attempt at the longest title ever. Shang-Chi, issue 4. Sleeping Beauties 1 and 4. These were backordered for somebody who missed out on them when they first came out and wants to catch up. Amazing Spider-Man 55. People have been asking if every spares is. We don't. We only ever ordered this far into a series. We only ever order stuff if people ask for it. We did have some cancellations, but kid you not, even though this is now going for way over list on eBay, I cancelled them because people cancelled their orders, and I thought, well, I don't end up with loads I'm not going to sell. So I do apologise for that. Next up, Star Trek Year 5. Stranger Things, Dungeons and Dragons. To be honest, this is probably the one I want to read more than any of the others. I might get around to it at some point. Symphony of the No Devils #3. We only got 1 of these in our last delivery. We're supposed to get 2, so we've got a backup Tana for anyone who's interested in that one. This one is back ordered for some people who, again, were down for the Endless Winter but missed out on it, so the Teen Titans special has turned up for them. Back ordered somebody who just found issue 1 on the shelf. Transformers Back to the Future #2. Speaking of Transformers, we also have Galaxies #12 and the brand new series Escape. You Look Like Death Tells in Umbrella Academy #4. I think I might actually be missing one of these. Give me a second. Yeah, I was supposed to have 2 of these. Oh, well, I'll have to try and track that down and see what's happened there. I do apologise. Some Vampirella now, including a few of the variants for the folks who get that. Wealth by Night. Really should pick up issue 2, because issue 1 was promising, if very, very 90s. Witcher Fading Memories, second issue of that one, and these covers are divine. And to be honest, at the moment, why don't I go back and play Witcher instead of Cyberpunk? Okay? Wolverine issue 8 Legacy 350, so they're going to charge you extra for that one. Of course they are. Give it some time to find another reason, like issue 10 or 12, to charge you a bit more for that. And the final X-Men. Finally, sorry, X-Men. Right, you're probably noticing that not only is that missing a whole bunch of the stuff that was on our image folder of new releases supposed to be out this week, you're also not seeing some stuff which is supposed to be out this week. That basically comes down to the fact that due to some massive shipping problems, we've not got a whole bunch of stuff that's supposed to get. It's not just us though. Like, it's not just the box has gone missing, it's like entire pallets haven't been shipped. So UK stores overall are missing a whole bunch of stuff. Check out like what's supposed to be due out, get in contact if you're missing anything. But honestly, chances are it's just not arrived and will hopefully arrive at some point in the next couple of weeks, hopefully. But let's face it, right now, everything is so up in the air. I am probably going to just have to like do a copy and paste response to people asking where stuff is, because there's just no way to answer that kind of question at the moment. We are just waiting and seeing what's happening. Other than that, though, take it easy, look after yourself, stay safe. Trying to, expose yourself to anything you don't need to. And who knows, maybe I'll do a review later on. There's a few things that are out, you never know your luck. Take it easy, bye.